Finally, the long-discussed sparring video between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson has been leaked. And the person behind all of these is none other than Frank Martin. Where your man's at, was he scared to get in a ring? Where your man was he scared to get in the ring, bro? Don't put on no front in front of the no that's your people front in front of these. With this, Frank Martin isn't just looking to get revenge against John Tank Davis in the ring, but even outside the ring, as well got the see I'm taking alling sad real Frank Martin isn't just looking to have the better of Gervonta Davis in the ring. Even before the fight, he's been showing up with threats and claims to prove he's an underdog that's ready to pull off an astonishing show on Saturday. Between you and T, it'll be a good fight, style-wise, we both got good styles, he got speed, he got power athletic, and I got the same thing, so yeah. But to be fair, when he just asked you about the crude fight, you said, hey, you're pretty much going to tear him up. You think you'll be before the fight. He has come up with a proof that Gervonta Davis can truly be beaten, as he leaked the sparring video of Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, where Gervonta Davis was being beaten music. The World Boxing Association lightweight title is at stake this Saturday, June 15. And Frank Martin has marked that date in red on his calendar. Tank is the clear favorite, which makes the American challenger comfortable because no one is expecting him to win. But he says he is ready to end the reign of one of the best. Being me, I felt like I've always been the underdog in this sport, so it's nothing new. I'm ready for this opportunity in front of me. You can't blame people for being blind if you don't wake them up. So having this fight is the perfect opportunity to show the world who I am. Martin claimed to have 18 career wins, 12 by knockout, and no losses. I rushed them because I knew he was scared and ended up getting caught with his best punch, which is his left hand. Once he caught me with that blow, I became enraged, and he started grabbing fantastic numbers, but maybe not enough to defeat a player like Davis, who is a monster both inside and outside of the ring. When people question me, it motivates me. Devin believes that the fight is too soon and that I'm not ready. However, I see it as a chance to shock the world, and I believe that this is my moment to see the world's best fighter eliminated. I feel that by accepting the fight, they made a mistake, and I will prove to everyone that I am capable of doing so. Going the distance, Tank is confident against his former sparring partner. Davis is confident in his potential, having won 29 fights, 27 of them by knockout, and not lost any of them. In his most recent fight, he defeated Ryan Garcia with a decisive stomach shot in the 7th round, so now he gives Martin a chance to survive. Frank Martin is tough, fast, strong, in his prime, hungry, and determined to win. Tank believes he will finish his opponent in the 9th round. Martin is a fantastic opponent who will become champion one day, but not in June. Frank Martin has now advanced his preparation to the 15th level. In addition to physical preparation, he is also mentally prepared to demonstrate that the Tank is genuinely defeatable. He released a video of Shakur Stevenson sparring and absolutely crushing Tank Davis. Frank Martin appears to be out for revenge after Tank published their sparring video of him and Devin Davis colliding. Frank Martin and Devin Davis will not be competing in the lightweight division together for the first time this weekend. Although rivals have previously fought, will that matter on June 15th, when Real Madrid is involved? One of the most well-known boxing stars, Davis, is searching for some of the biggest fights in the sport. A win over Martin could put him in a better position to face Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia again in the near future. The Baltimore fighter isn't learning anything from their prior sparring sessions with Martin, which we witnessed on June 15th. If he's really intimidated, I sparred him before at the Mayweather gym, Davis told F.com. In another interview, Gervonta Davis said, When I was in Floyd's gym, we used to train with everybody. So he saw me take people out of the ring, he saw me hit people, so when we sparred I squeezed him. Because I knew he was scared, and I didn't want to get caught with his best punch his left hand. And once he caught me with his left hand. It was just two young guys trying to make something out of nothing. At this point I lost it. Davis stated that he had seen the excitement on the internet when people would say things like, "Yo, 6, 7 more fights," and mention one of the guys. Apparently, this caught his attention on Twitter, and he responded, "You want of them 6 and 7? Yeah, he's definitely one of them." Do you choose what order things are in? Or do you just go with whatever happens because you know he's from a different place? He started grabbing me once I caught up to him, so I jumped on him. He kept grabbing me, so it kind of evolved into a wrestling battle. "It's good that we're fighting so we can let off some steam," he joked. Frank Martin was asked about the sparring session as he spent a few minutes chatting with Marcos Bass of Fight Hub TV, following his opening press conference with Jahan Tank Davis, and discussed his feelings about the promotion and expectations. For the fight, he was first asked about what Tank Davis was showing him on his cell phone on stage. During their press conference, he said some nonsense, some sparring that he didn't show me the clip, that he said he was going to show me. He was then asked about why Tank was bringing up their past sparring. And he replied, "Man, it's sparring, we're fighting June 15th. I don't even want to keep talking about sparring." He was going to show me the video. But he didn't show it, he showed a certain part. And then they got turned up and all that. But it wasn't nothing that he showed we are fighting now. So the story of sparring, we can go ahead sweep that under the rug. And when we fight June 15th, it's on. Also, Frank Martin was asked about what he made of his press conference with Tank Davis. He said it was natural, both our energies were natural. It was real, it wasn't faked or scripted, it was all natural. So I felt it like the energy was just there. Martin Frank naturally. Martin had his own version of events. In a different interview, he claimed that Tank is a pay-per-view star and one of the best guys in the world, but there were some lies in his story. He also claimed that when we trained, there were many people in the gym. When I hit him with my brick hand, he felt it. Martin claimed that people had intervened to break up the fight. He continued to try to put me in a headlock. "We were just trying to hurt each other. Talking doesn't win fights. But that's when you say everything when you do fight." Martin cautioned that while there is no denying that Gervonta Davis is already a boxing superstar, there is a general consensus that in order to advance in his career, he will need to face more elite competition. Having won titles at super featherweight and super lightweight weights, Davis is currently positioned at 135 pounds, where he currently holds the World Boxing Association title that Devin Haney previously held. Davis' video of Shakur Stevenson and Davin Davis sparring has been uploaded by Frank Martin. However, it is unclear how Frank Martin obtained the footage, as both fighters have only discussed it. The film has never been made available to the general public. Shakur Stevenson had previously denied reports that lightweight opponent Don Tank had injured him during a sparring match. Many American fans believe that Davis and the other fighter are headed for a collision at 135 pounds. If that turns out to be the case, it won't be the first time that they have exchanged blows, saying things like cheese while sparring. Stevenson described this sparring session, which took place in a quiet gym at 2 in the morning. It was his first time sparring again after the Olympics, and it lasted for about 20 minutes straight. I think he had 3 or 4 people with him, and I was riding with only Africa Richardson Hitchens. I don't remember if he had someone recording, but he did say that he would have kept the work contained within the gym's 4 walls and not disclosed the details, claiming that he cracked. Stevenson continued to keep sparring in the gym as if it were still there, and then he said something humorous on the air, saying that he did